I'll start with a poem titled Bad Day. It's not a good day when the dizziness comes, when my mind spins, spins, spins in an endless loop of synaptic static. It's not good the days I catch myself staring at my hands, the walls, the floor, 15 minutes evaporating while I twist the dials, fighting to find anything but this interference. Then begins the numbing regression of vision. I can't do anything but drink water, stand at the kitchen sink and stare at the glass as it's muddled and blotched and slowly loses focus, remains unfocused as I fight the fade. On the bad days, sometimes a line from a movie or a song replays in my head. I'm a drowning fisherman, clinging to driftwood, sputtering nonsense. So man the fuck up and carve the pumpkin. So man up and carve the fucking pumpkin. Or was it, so man the fuck up and carve the fucking pumpkin? Variations I repeat in thought 1,000 times while I fill my glass with more water and stare at it, surrendering to the static. This next poem is titled Early Morning Writing. Slowly I slip away from you, still sleep tangled in sheets. In the early morning, I scratch the forest floor, clawing with bare hands through seasons of rotted leaves, fallen logs, sticks, dirt. I look for the treasures of the past, wondering if I will find blood gold or brilliant, gleaming jewels. Tin cans and broken glass bottles tease me along. At the same time, I'm scared I might find a body buried, forgotten, and left to decay into a pile of bones. The war left me with many things buried, forgotten, waiting. I reach under the rocks that lie encased in the earth. I strain, force my fingers through the dirt, pull them free, toss them aside and dig more. Engrossed in digging, I forget that I'm searching. Just dig, 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 dig. It's no secret that my hands bleed in the digging of the early morning. But today, I toil while you are not awake to see me bleed on these keys. And this next one is the one that wishes it was a poem but isn't. It's the poem's little brother. And I wrote it almost 2 years ago after one of the open mics that our organization puts on, and it seemed that about 3/4 of the poems were about casual sex or one-night stands, and I mean, I knew the crowd, I knew the people there, and I thought to myself, I think this might be a little too much, so I wrote this. It seems to me poets have sex more than I do. Either that or they are obsessed with acts that they think of often and less committed. When I read that at the next open mic, I got a few smiles but more daggers. And this last poem I'll be reading for you is titled Not Insignificant. The way a moonbeam brushes the tips of the needles of a towering lone pine on a night where the clouds part for only a moment at a time to let the fullness of that orb show. Or how that same moon, only occupied with its constant orbit, pulls the ocean away from that favorite rock-hidden spot on the beach. A perfect day belonging only to two lovers, only occupied with the joining of orbits. Or the stars flicker above your head that's flung back in defeat, while lips suck greedily the cool night air and deliver gasps, frustrated with the anger that should have been pounded into the ground 2 miles ago. Or how the sun's light breaks across the receding storm clouds that left in the driveway puddles stained with oil rainbows from her car, driving away with nothing but a few bags and the smallest semblance of regret. Or how, pulling the sheet taut on the bed, struggling to achieve a perfect plane of crisp fabric atop a hard and lumpy mattress, thoughts wander to places away from this bed, betrayal searing your mind at thoughts of her burning skin. Or how, once achieved, a shower with a perfect mixture of hot and cold water makes your skin sing with relief after a hot summer day's work, pulling weeds furiously from the garden, begging your mind to forget burning skin. Or how her dress makes every color brighter, and your eyes rest on the future, one that couldn't have been known before this very moment when you first accepted, an infinite palette to paint a new scene with a new lover. It is not insignificant to finally realize that these things are the whisper of the secret of living, the joy of being alive.